Welcome. Our topic coverage in this review questions is all about in the LTOM, Book 1, 2nd edition, Section 27, the renewal of Fidelity Bond, Section 28, the increase in the amount of accountability, Section 29, the accountable officers considered unsafe risks, and Section 30, the cancellation of bond. Number 1. When should the fidelity bond of an accountable officer be renewed? A. After the expiration of the bond. B. Before the expiration of the bond. C. Whenever requested by the agency. D. At the discretion of the Bureau of Treasury. Answer, letter B. The bond should be renewed before its expiration. This ensures continuous coverage and compliance with the requirements. Number 2. Who should certify the list of bonded public officers subject to renewal of application for bond? A. The Concerned Sanggunian. B. The LCE. C. The agency official in charge of administrative and/or finance department. D. The bond applicant. Answer, letter C. The list should be certified by the agency official in charge of the mentioned department's service, division, or unit. This ensures the accuracy and validity of the list. Number 3. What should be attached to the bond renewal application if the bond applicant has pending administrative and/or criminal case? A. National police clearance. B. Recommendation for approval from Human Resource Office of concerned agency. C. Sworn list of income sources. D. Copies of pertinent pleadings, orders, and resolutions related to the case. Answer, letter D. If the bond applicant has pending administrative and/or criminal case, copies of relevant documents such as pleadings, orders, and resolutions should be attached. This provides additional information for evaluation. Number 4. What happens if the fidelity bond is not renewed before its expiration? A. The bond loses validation, but subject for extension at the discretion of Bureau of Treasury. B. The accountable officer is exempt from the renewal requirement if there is no grave misconduct happened during the bond period. C. The accountable officer loses bond coverage. D. The bond remains valid until renewal. Answer, letter C. The LTOM implies that the bond needs to be renewed before its expiration. If the renewal is not completed in time, the accountable officer would lose the coverage provided by the bond. Number 5. Which document should the bond applicant submit along with General Form 57A if there is an increase in the amount of accountability? A. Special order increasing the amount of accountability. B. Valid reason of increasing the amount of accountability. C. Certificate of premium payment. D. Cancelled risk number of old bond application. Answer, letter A. The applicant should submit General Form 57A together with a special order increasing the amount of accountability. Number 6. When does the new bond resulting from an increase in accountability of an accountable officer takes effect? A. Upon submission of General Form 57A. B. Upon accomplishment of the application form. C. upon cancellation of the previously assigned risk number. D. Upon payment of premium on the new bond application. Answer, letter D. The bond takes effect at the time of payment of premium on the new bond application. Number 7. Which officer is responsible for determining the increased amount of bond in the process of application of new bond resulting from an increase of accountability of an accountable officer? A. Chief Treasury Operations Officer. 2. B. Agency official in charge of Finance Department. C. Bureau of Treasury concerned. D. Applicant. Answer, letter B. The agency official in charge of the Finance Department is responsible for determining the increased amount of bond. Number 8. What should be done when there is evidence that the applicant public officer of bond application process is considered an unsafe risk? A. The bond application shall be transmitted to the Regional Director of Bureau of Treasury with a recommendation for disapproval. B. The applicant public officer shall be given a warning. C. The bond application shall be approved without any further action. D. The applicant public officer shall be immediately disqualified. Answer, letter A. When there is evidence to prove that the applicant public officer is considered an unsafe risk, the bond application should be sent to the regional director with a recommendation for disapproval. This step is taken to address the potential risk associated with the applicant's character, association, or habits. Number 9. What can the concerned head of agency do if the bond application is disapproved by the Regional Director of Bureau of Treasury? A. File a letter of appeal with the Treasurer of the Philippines. B. Seek legal action against the Regional Director. C. Request a reconsideration to the Regional Director. D. Accept the decision and terminate the applicant's employment. Answer, letter A. The head of agency can file a letter of appeal with the Treasurer of the Philippines within 15 days of receiving the disapproval/decision from the Regional Director. The letter of appeal should clearly state the grounds and arguments for the appeal, and it should be accompanied by the necessary documents and an appeal fee. Number 10. What should be included in the letter of appeal filed by the concerned head of agency with the Treasurer of the Philippines in connection to the disapproval of bond application? A. A request for reconsideration. B. A summary of the applicant's qualifications. C. Clear and distinctive grounds and arguments of the appeal. D. A statement of acceptance of the disapproval decision. Answer, letter C. The letter of appeal filed by the concerned head of agency with the Treasurer of the Philippines should clearly and distinctively state the grounds and arguments of the appeal. It should provide a detailed explanation of why the disapproval decision should be reconsidered or overturned. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe. You may comment your questions and clarifications below.